avatars Venom and me have been doing on the Overcast network. So we're doing those 3D avatars, Minecraft avatars, and I'm going to be showing you how to be doing them with GIMP, the new image manipulation program. So the first thing you want to do is find the person you want the face to be made of. Then you download their face. I'm going to do it with Monsieur Apple. Yes, replace that. That's that gone. Now the next thing you want to do, I think most of the people watching here are fairly experienced with GIMP, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this tutorial, I hope. So this is German, but yeah, I guess the layout is the same as you can just follow my steps. So you want to go on here, new, and then we've been doing 200 by 200 pixels, so if you put that to anything else, put it back to pixels, that's big enough usually. And press OK. It's going to give you just a basic background. There's a screen right now because my background color is green for some reason. Now the next thing, you want to drag and drop this thing into the program. You know, it's open up a second layer. I hope you're familiar with layers. So if you're still in background, select that layer, go to layer, it says it right here, scale layer or whatever, just make it, go to that option, it's got a little picture next to it, and type in your no measurements, which will be 200 by 200. And on interpolation you have to do none, which is the first one. The linear, those are basically, when you scale up pictures, you can't get new information out of the picture what it's looking like when you make it bigger, so you have to tell the program what algorithm to use to replace missing pixels, and if you put none, it's not going to replace any, so it's just going to get bigger. And of course with pixel art that's exactly what we want, because if I undo that and put it on, I don't know, linear, oh, well that worked. Maybe I should put linear. You're gonna see that if you zoom in, it's got like little, it's already a little bit screwed up, even though where did that go now? I hate it when that happens. That basically happens if you like put the, you try to zoom out and just select the tiniest piece of area there is, and it happens to me all the time for some reason. Alright, undo that. Yeah, so interpolation you want to put on none. And now you have to already look at what you think the skin is like, so different layers, and what I'm looking at right here with Munch's apple skin is that the eyes are usually the deepest layer. So we've got both the eyes here, and then he seems to have some kind of Santa hat on. So the next thing you want to shadow is the layer below that. And yeah, so we're going to start off with the eyes. The thing I use the most for pixel art is the wand tool, which selects areas of different color, similar color, based on your value you put in there. So if it's at 0, it's going to take exactly this color, which already you see it kind of already screws up there. What I find is a solution for that, like if it screws up, you download the 32 pixel option of the skin. Usually that doesn't happen to me then. Let me see. Let's replace that. It's like Eli's face. So okay, new one. Can close this one. No, don't save that. Where's the 32 one? There it is. Alright, so if you choose that, you usually don't get like any color errors, like in getting the actual color selected. So no interpolation, that's right. It's kind of screwed up right now. I guess I moved it a bit. Drag it until it's like adjacent to the background, if that happens to you. So So yeah, it kind of at times it seems a bit like not sharp, but then you just have to zoom in and out and it will get sharp. So the first thing is we select the eyes. We do that by pressing Shift on the one. So normally the one can just select one of these. So by pressing Shift, you can see that the little plus sign pops up, and it lets you select other areas as well. So I could select those two, but those do not belong there. If you select the wrong thing, you can press Control, and it's going to give you the remove wand option. And now the thing which I'm working with mostly is the, I don't know how to say that really, it's kind of stupid, but it's this tool here, the color graduation or whatever you call it. And basically what it does, let me put it on default so you guys can follow all the default colors. That's default actually, linear and 100%. So this is how it's going to look like with your interface. And basically what it does, it just automatically, why can't I do this anymore? There we go. It automatically puts different colors into one line. So if you see that if I drag along my mouse here with one being clicked there and put it to over here, it's gonna replace the entire thing with black to white gradient. So if I, for example, put this one to red, it's gonna be to red, and so on. So that's how you can create cool stuff with GIMP normally. So to mess around with our options a bit, obviously you don't want this thing to like cover up this beautiful admin's face, so usually you work with like different transparency layers. Let me see. There we go. And you want to put it to VG to transparent. VG stands for front, like foreground color. So this color here, and to linear, that's already there. No screwing around down here. Yeah, 7 to like 20 is usually what I work with, because yeah, it usually gives you nice options of like screwing around with the stuff. So you could already start like going like this, coloring out the eyes. If you want to be a bit more precise, like this looks natural. If you put it like this, like you can have every option to play with. Like you see that I've got like 180 ways to put the thing here. If you want to have it more controlled, you can click here, then press Control, and it's gonna like lock in at every 15 degrees of gradient. Is it called gradient? Whatever. And you can make it like a bit more controlled, so not like have the entire wherever you pull it. So this is usually how I do it. You're gonna see with Venom's Photoshop, you probably has a really advanced system of being able to put light sources anywhere, and that's gonna like alter the shadows. And yeah, those eyes are actually basically done. I'm gonna move on to the second eye. Don't select them at the same time, because like if you pull it over here, this whole area is gonna be black. Racism intended. So yeah, I'm pressing Control right now to make it a bit controlled, and then you can go over and put some natural degrees in there. Yep. So we've got the eyes already laid up, ready to go pretty much. Now moving on to the second layer, the skin here. I want to start off with this thing here, so we're gonna add some shadows to this side, and then move along the top here. So as you probably know, you get shadows in your face when you wear hats and stuff. Like I'm usually pretending for this light to come somewhere around here. I don't add reflexes to the eyes. And then we're going on and putting the shadows under the Santa hat. I saw Venom is usually doing more hard shadows, so let me show it to you. No, it's this one. So if you go to the first page, you do see that he's kind of going from completely black, with almost blending in with the background, to the normal color. I don't like that personally, but I'm trying to roll with it and like make it a bit more black myself. So yeah, if you have done anything wrong, you can press Ctrl Z all the time. You see like random things disappearing from my picture. That's when I press Ctrl Z to correct it. Yeah, and now we're pretty much done. That was a bit too much. Now we're pretty much done with the shadows under his hat. What we could do right now, like the way I imagine it, you always have to have quite a good image in your mind about what the skin looks like, otherwise it's going to turn out crap. Of course we can add some, I mean the hair is over the face and then the hat goes over the hair, so we're going to select this hair here and we're going to shadow a bit as well. That was really effective. That should do. So the next thing which I would do is I'd assume that this white thing goes a bit out towards the red thing, like it's kind of like actually, if you don't have a clue, you can like what the skin actually looks like. I mean, you're gonna do your own ones, but if you do anything for friends, you can download this program here called Minecraft Skin Viewer, which gives you like a good image of people's skins. Yeah, as you can see, the hat, he has it so that the hat is over the face pretty much, and I imagine this white thing to go around like a little, you call it Krempe in German, I don't know how to say that in English. So yeah, let's do this one. Alright, so you could go around clicking every single field. That would be actually more convenient. If you're looking at large areas like this one down here, you could turn this value up a bit. I think it's by default it's at 15, so that should give you like good recognition of the areas. Like if you see that those areas are not being selected, that is because I already like put in the shadows, and it doesn't for the program. That value is not enough to select those areas. Yep, so we're gonna select this white thing, which works nicely with 15. And what I like, usually what I do with large areas which stretch across the entire skin is I make them black at the outside. I'm gonna Google this word right now so I don't sound like an idiot. Color gradient. I knew it was something like that. Alright, so I'm gonna color gradient from left is black, middle is white, right is black again. So how you do that is either you can take your normal gradient and put them first from left and then from right, or you can put it on bilinear, which is this one, and turn around the direction. So as you can see, it already gives you an idea of what the gradient is going to look like. So it's black in the middle. I don't want that. I want black on the outside, so we're going to put it on reverse. So now if I put it from the middle to the outside, it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. I could actually selected everything. Let me select this again. What I'm going to do is I'm first going to pull in the gradient, and then I'm going to make it white again, a bit white. That was stupid. And then I'm going to make it a bit wider again. So it doesn't look too grey or anything. You can see it already gets kind of gets rid of details in the skin. I mean, you could normally tell that there's like different pixels there, but it's already getting rid of that, so whatever. And then you can do some linear shadows as well. Don't forget to flip it around again. This is from the top, that was too much. Yeah. That's not right. And then, as I said already, this I think this red thing is like behind the white thing, so we're gonna treat it as the face, like below the thing. That's kind of being annoying. Yep. And then we're gonna select this area here, put it back down to 0. Like as you can see, if I select nothing here, you see that it's kind of got this dent in it, and to get rid of it, you take your normal gradient, and then we've already looked at linear and bilinear. You've also got quadratic, square, this one, conic, anticonic, and those things are like kind of to add to the shape, and then spiraling. You don't use those. Those are kind of weird. Like if I use it, you see that it's doesn't really do much, and it looks crap if you like use it too much. So we're gonna use this. I'm forgetting basic vocabulary. Circle, circular shape. We're gonna go from down here and drag it up here, so you can kind of see that we're starting to get a little, like it's starting to look smooth around here. You can do that again if you want. Don't overdo it, otherwise it's gonna like, if I do it like thrice, you're gonna see that it looks awkward in the other direction. There's like too bright here. So yeah, this seems about right. And do that on the other side as well. So you kind of yeah, whatever I was gonna say in that sentence. Yeah, and we're going down here again and doing the other side here. Don't forget to put it back to linear, like I did. Yep, and that's his hat. Now, anything. The face looks kind of boring. Put it up a bit. Yep. If you have like pixels that are too much, like say I accidentally clicked in here, you can either undo it, or like if you have selected an area that you actually want, like this pixel here, and it curves around, and you can go to your square thingy tool, press control again. It doesn't actually give you a thing most of the time, like a minus to signify that it's removing the selection. But if you do that now, it pops up, and you can like unselect this area pretty well. Same with over here. So say I only wanted that one gray pixel, then it's in there now, but I don't want it. Just get rid of it. So yeah, now I've got the face selected. Usually what you can do is to make it a bit more unpredictable, go low on the transparency. Don't know if that's actually called transparency. It's actually the other word, like the contrast, exactly the other word in German. And just like go around clicking a bit. It's usually like GIMP is not really hard software to use. It's just that you have to know what you want with what you want to do with it. And usually what I do at the end is kind of add a little shadow from the right, which is actually completely not realistic, but it looks cool. So like this. It looks kind of as if the skin was printed into the screen. That's what I feel like. Yeah. I don't know if I went too quick on anything. If you guys got anything you want to ask, just put it in the description. Yeah. Did I put that? There it is. 30. No. 15. Let's see. Let's give that a go. Seems about right. Yep. So, and to save the project, go to this thing, file, export, or export as, like if you already saved your data somewhere, it's gonna pop up, export to Monsieur Apple, Monsieur? Yeah, Monsieur. And you can export as the big leader.jpg on your, yeah, I've got the folder already set up. Yeah, and it should be in my faces folder. The big leader, there it is. Alright, yeah, I hope that video kinda explained things to you guys. Generally with black, it doesn't really look that good, so lots of times you have to like actually go white instead of black. Like with Zed's face here, you can see that I went white on the thingy here, on the edges. So yeah, it's really only based on your imagination. That sounded really like something of SpongeBob or anything.
Squidward, we don't need television. Not as long as we have our imagination.
Yep. And that was my tutorial on how to do those 3D faces.